I'm gay. So of course that means I cheated on my wife, right? Why, hello there. My name is TJ. I am a certified master pro coach that helps queer people coming out later in life. When coming out in a straight marriage, the automatic assumption is that I cheated because how else would I know that I was gay? Well, spoiler alert, I did not cheat on my wife. So, how was I sure that I was gay? Well, how are you sure that you're straight if you've never tried being gay? It's the same sort of thing. I married my wife not knowing fully that I was gay. There had been attractions, there had been, moments of thinking that, but I could not accept that was not me. That did not fit into my storyline of life. That did not fit into the playbook I was given by society and religion and media. So I pushed all those thoughts down, all those things away. My wife and I did meet in high school. We were in a play together. We were friends during the play. We started dating after the play was over. And we ended up going off to college in the same area. We ended up moving in together. We then ended up getting married. We were married for 3 years before having our child. And it was right around that time is when I had accepted that I was gay, or at the very least bisexual. Because obviously we had a child, so I was still in love with my wife. I was still attracted to my wife. I find now, looking back, that I am probably, like a very small percentage straight and the majority gay. I was attracted to men. I would watch videos of men. I was fantasizing about men. I remember one time going to my wife is an artist and photographer, and we went to an exhibit in Boston, and the photography, beautiful images, the majority of which were of naked men. And that was a big eye opener for me to know that I really, really like that exhibit. I didn't have to be with a man in order to know that I was attracted to men. And I was more so attracted to men than I was to women. And so I didn't need to cheat on my wife in order for me to think that I liked men, that I was gay. I knew it internally, just like we know when we're little and you're fantasizing about your princess or your prince or whatever, we have these images and ideas and all of that. Even though I had those ideas when I was young that I wanted to have a wife, I wanted to have children, it as a mentor of mine used to say, life is more interesting than that. And so I tried the straight thing. I tried my hardest. And even after coming out to my wife, and she was very open to it, and she was the one who actually suggested, well, why don't you try it? If you think you might be gay, then why don't you go out and try it? And that's how our situation played out. I know that some people, when they suppress these things, that it does end up coming out as cheating on their spouse. And I know not everybody's story is the same. This is my story, and my perspective was when I did discover and accept in me that I was gay, I thought, well, I'm married, so I will just not act on it. My wife and I, when I did come out to her, we ended up staying together for 10 years. And during those 10 years, it was very difficult because I realized we had an open marriage for a time and we had a closed marriage and opened it. And it was a very difficult, confusing time during those 10 years where it really solidified in me that this was not the life I wanted. We were better off as friends. We both have no regrets because a beautiful daughter came of our marriage. And I realized I needed to allow my wife to live to her full potential and find love in her life, just as I needed to live my full potential and find love again in my life. And we both have. And we co-parented. And I share this with you because that's always the assumption in these cases is that, well, the guy obviously cheated on her. Like, how else would he know that he was gay? And I'm just putting it out there, not necessarily. We can't assume anything about people's different situations and personal undertakings. When we suppress who we truly are, it is going to leak out in different ways. For me, it leaked out in being irritable, quick to anger, picking fights, trying to stay away from the household. And for other people, it might come out in cheating. And in the gay community, we very well know on the dating apps, there are these DL guys, the downlow guys, the ones that can't admit fully to themselves or the people around them that they are attracted to the same sex. And that has a whole host of other issues because then there is the cheating factor. There could be exposing their spouse to STDs and all sorts of things because they don't know. So I advocate with people I work with is to just be open and honest. And when I came out to my wife, it was that I think I might be gay. And her response was she knew it from our time in high school at the play. She just assumed that I was gay. Neither of us have any regrets. My wife has no regrets. Our daughter has no regrets. She grew up with love and has even more love now because of the people who came into my life and my wife's life love our daughter. So talk about the feelings, talk about the ideas, talk about what you're going through, if you acted upon these ideas or not. Just being open and honest with your wife is always the best policy because being your authentic self, you can't go wrong. If you are going through this and need help, I do work with people one-on-one as well as in group settings. I do offer a 5-day challenge for free that we meet for 30-minute sessions, 5 sessions to construct a compass to help you through the exact moment that you're in. If it is happen to be coming to me while you're in a marriage, while maybe you've already told your wife, maybe you've already divorced and you're looking for that assistance of constructing what your second act in life is going to look like. That is what I do. I also have a free Facebook group called Leaving Her for Him. Links and things are in the description. Always remember, embrace your magic and live your dreams.